Hi guys, my name's Kilo with MaddenTurf.com, and if you click this video expecting amazing, unstoppable, unblockable heat, you're probably going to be disappointed. Really what this video is more of a public service announcement to those that follow us or subscribe to us on some things to look out for around patch times, okay? What we're running right here is we're running 3-4 even, a setup that was posted on YouTube by a YouTuber that we won't actually say his name because personally I could care less if he got hit by a bus. But he posted this and titled it Unstoppable, Unslidable, Unblockable, Post-Patch, blah, blah, blah. This is the first guy we want to go ahead and let you know, watch out for, right? Because he labs all his stuff in practice mode. Almost all his videos are practice mode. And his shit just it doesn't work. It's not consistent unless he took it from someone else. And as you can see here, we're going to go through his setup for this mic scrape post-patch and actually in-game, right? This is me and Snap going through it. And you can see the amount of times it actually comes in versus the amount of times that it does absolutely nothing is very minimal. So to call something unslidable, unblockable, whatever, amazing, when it actually only comes in maybe 10, 20% in game, it's not really an accurate representation, guys. So the first guy you want to watch out for is the practice mode guy. All right. Don't believe 98% of what you see taking place in practice mode, unless it's from somebody that you know is like reputable, or they back it up with game footage following it. I understand sometimes it's easier to explain things in practice mode. I mean, we do it too in our guides. But at the end of the day, all of our labbing is done in-game. And that's really where all your labbing should be done, guys, because the stuff that you find in practice mode does not translate this year at all. I mean, there's been years where it has for the most part, one or two things might not. But, this year, it's literally nothing in practice mode is the same as it is in game, really. Even something as simple as man coverage, for example. You can beat the hell out of man coverage with almost every route on the field in practice mode. Get in game, and most of that shit's getting mirrored, But you can see here, guys, I don't know how many times we ran it. That's the setup that he posted. I don't know how many times we ran it, but it came in, I don't know, twice maybe. Definitely not an impressive blitz, in my opinion. Definitely not an unstoppable, unblockable, post-patch nano. I would be leery to run this. I would not want to risk my down on this coming in or not, personally. It's basically a crapshoot. You might as well just send 4 and hope for a block shot at that point. But that was the setup that was posted. So be leery of the practice mode guys. The practice mode guy, guys. Because the practice mode guy, he's just trying to make things look as pretty as they possibly can and get as many views as he can off of them. Let's move on to the next guy. Now, the next guy you got to watch out for is the Vine guy. All right? Now, what the Vine guy does is he gets one random-ass setup to come in one time, thinks he found the best screamer in Madden, creates a Vine for it, and posts it to social media where you can't see a goddamn thing except the guy coming through a gap. And it's just that one clip, 10-second clip, over and over and over and over again, right? So what we did here is we took a successful attempt at a setup for dime flat, and we went ahead and I just looped it, basically. So we're about to see the exact same play several times over again, where it's just screaming. You can see it screaming through the gap here. This is not anything unclean or anything. It looks like a great blitz. Absolutely looks like a fire blitz. Truth be told, it's not. Truth be told, it came in maybe, 20% of the time, 10% of the time. It wasn't a good setup, basically, is the moral of the story, right? So what we don't show with the Vine guy is the Vine guy doesn't like to put in those 400 missed attempts. And that's what we're about to go into here in a second. We're going to go into all those missed attempts, right? So we'll stop repeating the same clip over and over again here shortly, and we will literally just show you how many times it didn't work. This was me and CC in the lab, guys. We've put some pretty heavy effort into dime flat since the patch came out. We spent literally like a huge amount of combined hours in the lab yesterday as a team. And, a lot of hours, guys. Like, if I hear CC say, let's see if we can take this guy off one more time, I'm going to lose my shit. That's how long we were in the lab for yesterday. It was literally an all-day, all-night adventure. I'm operating on 2 hours of sleep right now just because of the fact that we spent so much time in the lab. But you can see here I'm running same or similar setups with this, this dime flat. And these are all the takes that didn't work. Now, the Vine guy doesn't pay attention to these, right? The Vine guy doesn't pay attention. What he does is he posts the Vine, 10 seconds, works once, looks beautiful, loops it over and over and over again. And then when you don't get it to work, you're doing something wrong. And not to say that doesn't happen, because it does a lot, believe me, where it's, 100% user error. But these blitzes, like the people that use this kind of concept, their blitzes aren't actually designed to work. They're designed to work sometimes. And, hope for block shed the others. That's pretty much it. So you can see, guys, how many times this setup just did not come in. I think it comes in like one more time out of the times that we're showing you here. But, I mean, it's the same or similar setup over and over and over again. And it just doesn't work, right? It looks great when it does. Absolutely phenomenal. But when it doesn't, it's horrible. And again, you don't want to bank your game on a blitz that may or may not work. Right there it comes in, screaming, beautiful, right? But unfortunately, that's the only other time it has come in, besides the time that I looped 7 times over again. So it's not consistent. It's not something you want to be in a crunch time situation with and run thinking that you're going to get heat, because you know what? You might, but there's a much stronger likelihood that you might not. Or if you do it all, it comes edge. And I don't know if you guys notice or not, but the edge from dime flat, very, very slow for some reason. It's like nobody wants to get off the ball. So that's the second guy you want to watch out for, the Vine guy, right? And if you're on Twitter, you know all about the Vine guy, because they were all over the place yesterday. So now let's look at the third guy you want to watch out for. And finally, guys, the third guy that we want to watch out for is the impossible setup guy. Now, you guys probably know what this guy's all about, right? This guy wants to make 13 manual adjustments pre-snap, and have you move people all over the field, make all sorts of individual adjustments. And generally speaking, it'll sound something like this. All right, we're going to base the line, we're going to press, we're going to go ahead and crash our line down 5 times. We're going to pinch them, we're going to re-blitz the left of screen defensive tackle. We're going to go ahead and bluff blitz the right slot, bluff blitz the left slot, we're going to bluff blitz the middle linebacker. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to move this guy back. We're going to go ahead and move this guy over just a hair, and then our heat is going to go ahead and scream. Now, obviously, guys, I didn't get any screaming heat there because, quite honestly, I'm just not a fucking 13-step professional. But the guys that do follow this, ridiculous amount of adjustment philosophy do happen to be professionals at it. And generally speaking, their heat is rather cute. The sad thing is, though, is you're never actually going to get it off in game, guys. So definitely watch out for the way too many adjustments guy, right? Like, you spin this guy in a circle over here or something. I don't fucking know. Say 5 Hail Marys and, bring this guy inside over the tackle. Whatever. It doesn't matter. If it's a bunch, oh, there we go. We're screaming. We should make a Vine on that. If your adjustments are a ridiculous amount of stuff like that, it's not practical for the average ebook buyer to get that off in game. It's just not. There's going to be a few guys that will be able to, sure, but for the most part, people aren't going to be able to get that off in game, and it's going to be problematic. Now, one thing I don't want anybody to misunderstand, I am not in any way, shape, manner, or form saying that Madden Turf is the only place to buy good content from. Definitely not the case. There's plenty of good people out there making great content. What I am saying is that for every person that's out there making good content, there's 10 people selling you a dream. So be very leery about what you believe and what you buy into, especially after a patch, guys, because everybody and their mother's out there trying to be the guy that reinvented scrape or reinvented dime flat or reinvented this. And it leads to a lot of jumping the gun and a lot of bullshit that gets, circulated through the community. So be very leery of that. Same or similar thing with YouTube, guys. There's guys out there on YouTube that make absolutely awesome free content. There's also guys out there on YouTube that make really fucking shitty tips and content. And, you just got to wade through the bullshit to get to the good stuff, I guess. So in closing, guys, this video is basically a little public service announcement to our subscribers, our followers. Be leery what you buy into, guys. All right? Be absolutely leery. I didn't use names in this video because I am personally trying to be a less confrontational, more politically correct person this year, and try to reduce my arguments at least the latter part of the year and going into next year. Chances are, though, if you think I'm talking about you, I probably was. So, I mean, just assume I am if you think I am. But yeah, that's the video, guys. I mean, you can see CC here doing the slide this guy left, slide this guy left. He's being the 400 adjustments guy. So thanks for watching the video, guys. We really appreciate it. And, we should have our guide coming out to you soon. We spent a lot of hours in the lab getting it ready. And hopefully everybody's going to enjoy it. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Peace.